Thanks for sliding by my channel. Chef Stansberry, powered by Flavorface, food, fun, and travel. Today we're gonna do a dish that I recommend taking to your Super Bowl party if you wanna be a star. We're gonna do some mini seafood rolls, starting off with some nice cold water lobster tails and some 1620 black tiger shrimp. Now, when it comes to the lobster tails, the cold water is very important, okay? You don't want a warm water lobster tail as the meat tends to be mushy, okay? You want that nice cold water and that sweet cold lobster taste that comes from that cold water from Maine, okay? This dish originated in Maine, so we're gonna pay high respect to Maine on this dish. We have about a pound and a half of the cold water lobster tails, as I said, about a pound of 1620 black tiger shrimp that are peeled into vein. We have some Old Bay seasoning, some paprika, some celery, garlic, onion, which are all fine diced, sea salt, green onion, flat leaf parsley, fresh dill, lemon, butter, and Hawaiian rolls, of course. All right, so we've got our kitchen shears here, and we've got our cold water lobster tails. Very simple process, okay? We're just gonna take these and come straight up the center of the tail. Okay. Let's go right up the center. And you're simply just gonna pull that open with your two thumbs, your four fingers on the bottom, and just grab that meat right out of there, okay? Very simple. Just take these, pull those open with your thumb. Yank that meat, just pull it right out of there, okay? Now we're going to add a little sea salt to our water over here. And we're gonna add a little Old Bay to our water, kind of enhance that water so our lobster can catch that nice Old Bay flavor, okay? I'm gonna also add just a little bit of minced garlic to the water as well. More garlic the better, okay? And I'm gonna add bay leaf. Gonna add bay leaf to the water, okay? Now we're just gonna get that up to a boil. And we're just gonna poach this for about 5 to 6 minutes. Very lightly poach it, okay? And we're gonna give this a head start on our shrimp, okay? Because the shrimp are smaller. So just drop that in your water. And we're gonna let those guys go. Meanwhile, I'll clean up these little lobster tails. Okay, it's been about 3 or 4 minutes. Remember, we gave the lobster a head start, okay? So we're gonna add our 1620 shrimp to the mixture. And we're gonna let that go like an additional 4 minutes. Yeah, so I'd say a 4-minute start on the lobster tails, and then add your shrimp, another 4 minutes for 8 minutes total. It's important that we don't overcook the shrimp or the lobster. You'd rather undercook it than overcook it because you can fix it. If you overcook it, there's no fixing it. Now, immediately, you want to shock this with cold water to stop the cooking process. Can't tell you how important this is. All right, so our lobster and our shrimp is all poached. So what we want to do is get that into a fridge so it can chill really quick. So now we're going to start our garlic butter, okay? We're just going to take a little butter. We're going to drop it right in the pan. Bam, like that. I'm going to take some of my minced garlic. I'm gonna pop it right in here with it. Now let's talk garlic for a minute. There's only 2 garlic preferences for me. I either use the whole head bulb of garlic and I peel it myself, which is really labor intensive, or we get the nice peeled garlic. By any means necessary, I never use the garlic that's packed in oil. The stuff has been sitting around for months. God knows how long it's been around. God knows where it came from. And it doesn't even resemble garlic when you look at it in the oil. So my suggestion was always use fresh garlic, or if not, in the store you can find the peeled garlic that looks just like this. Meanwhile, I'm gonna take this little saute pan. I'm gonna add some oil to the saute pan. And we're gonna add some more minced garlic, and this is gonna be our garlicky garnish to top our seafood rolls with when we're all done. By the way, take a minute to hit that like and that subscribe button. and you'll get a notification every time I post, okay? So we're gonna just take that little minced garlic we have there, maybe a medium-high heat, and just keep a good eye on it. We just wanna crisp it up till it gets nice and golden, okay? Now, we're gonna take our Hawaiian rolls here. These are the King's Hawaiian rolls. You can find them anywhere, nice mini Hawaiian rolls. We're gonna take a nice little knife. We're just gonna cut a little circle right in there. Cut a little circle and just pull that little center out. Pull the fluffy little center out just a little bit to make a nice little hole, okay? Okay, so we got our nice brown garlic butter. It smells really good. You want that butter to brown just a little bit. When you start smelling that nutty flavor, when all the solids start to cook. But most importantly, just pay attention to your nose. And when you smell that nice little nutty flavor, you know you've got a really nice brown butter, okay? So we're gonna take our pastry brush, dip it in that good garlic butter, and just get all inside that Hawaiian roll, okay? Just gonna get all inside of there. Get all that butter. Make sure you get every little crease and crevice, because that's gonna be that rich flavor when you bite into that cold lobster roll. All right, so we got our nice Hawaiian rolls all buttered, garlicky, okay? So we're gonna pop them into the oven and just brown them. I'd probably say 8 to 10 minutes. Just make sure you keep an eye on them, okay? Out of the oil, just gonna drain this. Excited about that. Look at that crispy garlic. So we got our rolls in the oven just toasting away, our nice Hawaiian rolls full of garlic. Now we're gonna work on our dressing. A nice heavy duty mayonnaise. I'd probably say about a cup and a half. You're gonna make the dressing, you don't have to use all of it. The very important thing is you don't wanna oversaturate your lobster and your shrimp with the mayonnaise. There should be no mayonnaise at the bottom of the bowl when we do the mixing. Okay, just enough to lightly coat it. Okay, so we can really let the sweetness of the shrimp and the lobster shine through. So again, about a cup and a half of heavy duty mayonnaise. We're gonna add the finely diced celery. Okay. We're gonna add the finely diced onion. Okay. Bam. We're gonna add our flat leaf parsley, just a little bit. Okay. We're gonna add just a little bit of Old Bay. I'd probably say a teaspoon or two. Now we're gonna take a lemon and we're gonna zest the lemon. And when you're zesting lemon, just make sure to only get the skin. You don't want the rind, okay? This is gonna really add a nice citrus element to the dish, and it's gonna make it really, really aromatic. And just add that. And you probably say, well, why don't you use lemon juice? Well, that'll kind of water it down a little bit, and we don't wanna water our dressing down because we want our dressing to stick to the shrimp and the lobster, okay? Now that we've got all that in there, we're just gonna give it a mix. Just give it a nice little mix, just like so, okay? Now, I'm just gonna add a little bit of sea salt, okay, just to wake it up a little bit. That's gonna wake all those veggies up, the celery and the onion. We're just gonna do a little bit of black pepper, okay? Not too much. A little bit of black pepper, just for a little bite, okay? Yeah, so we've got our celery, our onion, our Old Bay, our sea salt, our black pepper, our lemon zest, and we're gonna add just a couple dashes of hot sauce, okay? It's gonna add a little bit of acid to the dish, wake it up a little more, and it's a little bit of zing and zip. Not on the spicy end, but just a little zippiness, okay? All right, so the very last step to the dressing is our fresh dill, okay? So we're gonna just chop up a little fresh dill. Not too much, I'd probably say about a teaspoon. Dill is very pungent and very strong, so you don't wanna overdo it on the dill, but it adds this great cool flavor to a nice cool crisp and crunch that we want in our lobster roll. So in goes the fresh dill, and that will complete our dressing for our lobster rolls. Yeah, so we're gonna take these right out the oven. Look at those guys. Nice and golden brown. Chilled lobster and shrimp. We're gonna give it a nice rough cut. So I'll grab that. Remember, it was chilling. And we're just gonna give these a nice little rough cut. Okay? Try to keep them the pieces as uniform as possible. We'll have one hell of a seafood salad. So we've got all of our lobster and shrimp, a nice rough cut on our chilled lobster and shrimp, okay? Now we're just gonna add our dressing lightly. Now be careful on this step because we don't want to oversaturate the shrimp and the lobster, okay? We just want to coat the shrimp and the lobster. So I'm gonna add it a little bit at a time. Probably say half a cup. We probably got about 2 pounds total here. That was actually the perfect amount. As you see, there's not a lot left in the bottom of the bowl in terms of loose moisture. It's just very lightly coated, and that's a good sign, okay? Now we're just gonna stuff our Hawaiian rolls with this mixture and do a little garnishing. We're ready to eat. All right, so we're nearing the finish line. Now we have our beautiful seafood salad mix that we walked through. We have our nice toasted Hawaiian rolls, okay? So what I'm gonna do, I have just some regular leaf lettuce here, okay? I'm gonna add this inside of our little cup here, just to kind of add a barrier to the moisture, so it doesn't sog out our bread. Remember, this is a Super Bowl dish. We plan on taking this to the Super Bowl party. So they may have to sit out for 10-15 minutes. And that's gonna allow it not to be soggy, okay? A little bit of green there is going to allow it not to be soggy. Okay? So we'll just add that right in there. And just add our beautiful mixture. Kind of push it down a little bit because you want to build height. You're really looking for that look where you want to build a little elevation. Make it look really high, okay? Right in there. And you take this to the party, you set that out on the table, and that halftime comes. And for my seafood lovers and those guests get to hit that table with all that food, and I guarantee they're going for these first. I guarantee that they're going for these first. So, here we are with our beautiful lobster rolls. Now tell me that doesn't look gorgeous. Now, we're gonna finalize with a little beautiful garnish, okay? We're just gonna take our flat leaf parsley, just add some little contrast and color to the dish. Brighten it up just a bit. Flat leaf parsley. We're gonna take a little scallion. I'm a big sucker for green onions. Nice little scallion on each one. Okay, make that look beautiful. Bam, bam. Bam, bam. Oh, I'm super excited. Now, take just a little lemon on each one for each guest, because we all love lemon and citrus. Now, remember our crispy garlic that we worked on earlier? This is that. That's wonderful, right? This is gonna give you some texture out of this world. Just add that crispy garlic. That's gonna give you that garlic and that crunch that you want. Look at that. You got that sweet garlicky Hawaiian roll. It's been baked to perfection. That poached cold water lobster tail. That poached 1620 black tiger shrimp. You got that crispy garlic, that flat leaf parsley, that lemon zest, that creamy mayo, that celery, and that onion for texture. This is a Super Bowl stopper. Please hit that subscribe button. Please hit that like button, and that little bell on the right bottom there, that notification button, tap on that for me and you'll get something every time I post.